Hello everyone, this is Prachit Mhalgi, roll number 17111032. So today I and my group member Rahul Mistry are going to talk about a functional testing tool, that is UFT, Unified Functional Testing Tool. So in this video we are going to talk about the introduction to this tool, all the features this tool provides us, and the advantages and disadvantages of this tool as compared with the other applications out there. So let's get started with the introduction part. So this unified functional testing, that is UFT, is the functional testing tool provided to us by the Micro Focus. The earlier version was used to be known as the QTP, which was owned by the HP. However, there was a takeover by the Micro Focus, and from version 11.5, this is known as the unified functional testing tool. It's a commercial tool. That means we have to pay to use this tool for various testing techniques, unlike some other tools out there such as Selenium, which is open source tool. So being a commercial tool, it also has support for a range of functionalities such as GUI testing, API testing, as well as functional testing. Also, this tool can be used to test various applications such as Windows desktop applications. Then there are web applications, mobile applications, Flash, cloud computing, and many more. And lastly, the language supported by this tool is the VB script, that is Visual Basic Script, which is not some complex high functional programming language like Java or C++. So it's really easy to use language even for the beginners. Now we'll see some of the features provided to us by this application UFT. As I mentioned earlier that the previous version was also known as QTP. However, there was only support for GUI testing. From 11.5 onwards, the tool UFT also consists of various things such as support for API testing, functional testings. So to summarize, we can say that UFT is actually amalgamation of the two tools, that is the previous QTP tool and plus other service testings. The best thing about this tool is that it comes with an inbuilt IDE. So a programmer can actually write their own scripts on the spot and create tests and perform these tests on the various applications. Apart from that, it comes with the very useful techniques such as record and playback, which lets user perform all the applications, and those applications will automatically get scripted, and the script will be generated and test will be created automatically for the user. So as you can see, this application is supportive towards all kind of users, that is from beginner to expert. While testing, there are checkpoints created by the tool which actually help UFT determine if the test has been passed successfully or not. There are two separate views such as expert view and keyword view for different kind of users. So in the expert view, as the name suggests, you have to write your own script to create test. However, if you are not a technically gifted person, you can also use create keyword view, in which with the help of object repository you can create objects, and with the drag and drop techniques you can create a full-fledged test to test various applications. So now we'll see some of the advantages of the UFT. So as we discussed earlier, the support for the VB script makes it really easy to use tool, as it's not some high-level programming language like Java or C++, which is really complex to understand. So even people from non-CS background can also use these tools. Then there is support for record and playback ability, which makes it a very beginner-friendly tool. This tool is very easy to navigate and also provides user-friendly results. And as we discussed earlier, there are various methods available for creating tests, such as expert view for scripting on your own. Then there is keyword view, and then there is this record and playback system. Another advantage of this tool can be the support of mobile testing, which is not the case with all the other alternatives available in the testing area. So we'll now see some of the limitations of the UFT. As we discussed earlier, this is a commercial tool, which makes it a very expensive tool, as licensing cost is very high. So either you have to buy it or you can use the trial version for some amount of time. Then there is this thing that even though scripting time is very less due to various techniques available for creating test, the execution time is relatively very higher as this tool uses a lot of CPU and RAM. Then the next limitation could be that no support for programming complex programming languages, which and as it uses VB script. So basically, there has to be some trade-off between the freedom and easier to use language. And lastly, there is no support for iOS and Android native applications. However, from 12.5 onwards, there is remote execution of there is a they have enabled remote execution of Safari browser for the iOS applications. So now we'll see. Now my friend will give you a short demo about this tool. So that's it.
Hi, my name is Rahul Mistry. My roll number is 17111033. Now let's get started with the testing tool. So the application that we want to test here is a sample Windows application which is used to book flight tickets. So to begin the test, we need to first create new test. Now let's just name our test as test 1. Now this is used to actually test the GUI of the application. So now this would actually create an instance window of our testing. This would take some time. Now what we need to do is we need to set the path of the exe file of our application. So for that, we need to click on record and then record and run settings. So we need to set the working directory to this path, which is unified function testing samples and flights application gui.exe. So this is the path. And now we are done with setting the path. So we need to press OK. Now we need to begin our recording part. So what we would be doing is we would start the record. Now, this is the sample GUI of our application. So what this is actually doing is that it actually checks the GUI of our application. So let's just type the username, which is Rahul, and the password is 1234. Now this is throwing us an error that the username and the password is incorrect. So we would be writing the correct password and username. This is HP. So this is the GUI, and then let's just book a few tickets. Just select a date and find flights. And then let's just say I'm selecting the first flight, select flight, and then I'm booking this order. So now my order is booked. Now we need to close the testing. So for that, I will be stopping the recording. This is the stop window. And now as you can see that a script is being created. Now this script actually demonstrates where I had clicked on the GUI. So initially I had clicked on coordinate 438, 281. So this is the X and Y of the application. This is the username that I had typed. And then after that, after the username that I typed, there was a window which actually showed that I had typed the incorrect username. So this is that part. And then again I typed John and my password, and then on the window I clicked a few buttons to book my tickets. So now this is a Visual Basic script which is being created by the record settings, and now we would be running our script to check where the issue is in our application. So for that we need to press on run. Now what this would do is that it would run each and every line of the script to check for errors. Now this would take some time. So for now we would be just seeing this, and as you can see that this is the running global iteration one. So on each and every iteration it would keep on checking the lines, and it would just pop out if there are some errors. So now we need to stop the test. So when you stop the test, you actually get an analysis report of the entire test. So as you can see here that 2 of the test cases were passed, and we had 2 warnings, and we had 1 failure. So this is the entire window which is actually showing the log of where the things went wrong. So here you can see that cannot micro focus my flight sample, and these are the 2 warnings that we are actually getting. And this is the error details of at each and every instance where the error was there. So here you can see that the object's physical description, and this is the actual test flow which you can see, like how the test was executed. Thank you.